Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including Model Ys being produced at Tesla's new factory, a Model S faster than Plaid, official Tesla police vehicles, Tesla's new supercomputer, Tesla AI Day, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, a way that you could possibly win a free Tesla Model 3 that I have to mention. Chipotle, yes, Chipotle, has added a new reward to an online video game they have called Race to Rewards Exchange. Quote, this lo-fi inspired racing game falls in line with Chipotle's new Rewards Exchange program, which is set to debut on June 23rd and will allow customers to redeem points in exchange for food, branded merchandise, and non-profit restaurant partners. The contest is specifically for a standard range 2021 Tesla Model 3, and you have to play the game within a 48-hour period from June 23rd at 9 a.m. to Friday, June 25th at 9 a.m. This video is going up right in between there, so you hopefully will still have some time to play this game if you're interested. This game is open to all US residents, and players 13 and up are eligible to win, although I'm not sure what a 13-year-old would do with a Model 3 in the US. The game specifically lets you choose an electric vehicle and race down a farm-inspired map. Each obstacle you hit starts you back to zero, and the top 10 players will all receive an electric vehicle prize of some sort, ranging from a Model 3 to an electric bike to an electric skateboard. It's definitely worth a play because you may just have the right skill to get a top score and earn yourself a free Tesla. Next up, a very interesting story about Tesla and police vehicles. We've seen various mock-ups of Tesla police vehicles, as well as Teslas being implemented on forces in various cities. These are always modified by those particular stations or departments, but this time Tesla has built their own Tesla Model 3 police car in the UK that it plans to test out for the UK emergency vehicle market. Quote, Tesla UK has revealed a police Model 3 saloon fitted with blues and twos, which the company says will be available to emergency services across the UK for trial and assessment. Here are some official photos of the car unveiled by Tesla, which appears to be a performance Model 3. This would mean that this police vehicle would get close to 315 miles of range on a charge, a top speed of 162 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Likely that top speed and 0 to 60 is appealing for a police vehicle, but the performance tires and wheels may end up being switched out for something that can handle potholes and such a little easier. Still, this is very interesting to see officially coming from Tesla, and it'll be very interesting to see where they go from here. I'd be curious to see what Tesla's police version of a Model Y looks like, since that makes a lot of sense for other applications as well. Next up, just a quick mention of an email that seems to come every quarter from Elon to Tesla employees. This similar type of email comes out about this time every quarter, and even though they are leaked every time, they are becoming pretty predictable. Tesla is always pushing hard on deliveries at the end of each quarter, and this time Elon said, quote, overall we are executing well, but the next 12 days are super important for production and delivery this quarter. Please go all out. He didn't mention delivery targets or goals as he has in the past, likely because these emails always leak, but once again he's encouraging employees to go all out. Apparently they are executing well, but it'll be very interesting to see how many cars they are able to deliver. After all, the Plaid Model S just launched, and we still haven't really seen deliveries past the initial 25 delivered at the event. Additionally, Tesla continues to face chip shortages and just dropped radar as well as lumbar support in their passenger seat for the Model 3 and Model Y, mostly due to supply chain issues. This could negatively affect their quarter and end up seeing less than last quarter's incredible record of 185,000 cars. We'll see what happens though, because Tesla tends to prove everyone wrong with delivery numbers in the past few quarters. Now, speaking of the Plaid Model S, it is confirmed to be breaking all sorts of records and truly has proved itself as the quickest production car ever. I talked about it in my last video, but Motor Trend tested it and confirmed everything Tesla has quoted, even if the 0 to 60 requires a specifically prepped surface. The 0 to 60 it gets without is still insanely impressive, and Plaid represents the fastest speed as far as Spaceballs references are concerned. Still, it begs the question, where will Tesla go from here? Surely they have ambitions to achieve even better than what they have in the Plaid with its tri-motor setup. The next step many hope to see eventually is a Plaid Model 3. The current performance Model 3 is dual motor with a 0 to 60 that matches that of the long-range Tesla Model S, so the hope is that Tesla could go even faster in the Model 3. After all, it is a smaller car, but as great as it isn't Tesla's flagship vehicle, and that's why I think it may be a ways off. The Model 3 is dual motor, but the new Plaid Model S is tri-motor, 2 motors in the rear and 1 in the front. That still leaves a single motor for the front 2 wheels, so in theory, couldn't a quad motor setup be even faster? According to a source at Tesla speaking with Motor Trend, there is no reason why Tesla couldn't make a quad-motor Model S if they decided to do so. Apparently, the carbon-sleeved motors are identical, each providing about 340 horsepower for a total of 1,020 horsepower in the Plaid Model S. Theoretically, an additional motor up front could boost horsepower to 1,360, resulting in even more mind-bending specs on what could ultimately end up being the true Plaid Plus Model S. The source speaking to Motor Trend said that, quote, Tesla simply didn't feel the need to make a quad-motor Model S. The Model S Plaid's dual-motor rear drive unit would fit on the front axle, but it would further shrink an already smaller frunk and make the car less efficient while adding cost and complexity. The Plaid Model S is already at the bleeding edge of the performance envelope, which would have made the development of a quad-motor system a riskier proposition. If it worked, great, but it may not have ended up giving enough improvement to justify the cost in each vehicle as well as the R&D involved. It seems like a smart move for Tesla to have developed a solid tri-motor system and then one day possibly graduate the Plaid Model S to quad-motor. If tri-motor is already beating these records, it makes a lot of sense right now. What's interesting is that there are a number of electric vehicles coming to market soon with a quad-motor setup. The Rivian R1T and R1S will both feature a quad-motor powertrain, along with the GMC Hummer EV. Tesla is only going with 3 motors in the Model S, Roadster, and top-spec Cybertruck. It's usually going to be the best option to have a motor per wheel, but this is dependent on the development of each of these systems from each company. We'll really have to see what a tri-motor Cybertruck is capable of and stack it up against these quad-motor trucks to see if one wins over the other, or if tri-motor is plenty in an electric truck, as long as the motors are as good as Tesla's are. The Cybertruck will seemingly feature the same Plaid setup as the Model S. Not only does the website quote a tri-motor all-wheel drive version of the Cybertruck at $70,000, but it quotes a 0 to 60 under 2.9 seconds. This is quicker than the much smaller dual-motor performance Model 3 and slower than the Plaid Model S because of its weight and size. For parts simplification, the same motor and powertrain makes sense, and Elon even called it Plaid in a tweet saying, quote, Plaid Cybertruck is what I will drive. For now, 3 motors is what Tesla is moving forward with in all of their top cars, but the development of a quad-motor Model S Plaid Plus, or whatever they call it, could very well be coming in the future as Tesla strives for quicker and faster vehicles all around. Next up, some big news about Tesla's self-driving and AI. Tesla's self-driving system goes hand in hand with AI, and it is a big reason why everything involved with their full self-driving suite has been coming along quite slowly. At least slowly compared with what has been originally promised. As far as Tesla's vehicles go, they have been showing great progress and are continuing to produce and sell hundreds of thousands of cars each quarter. With these vehicles, though, they offer their full self-driving package at $10,000. It is incredibly overpriced, as the features it include don't justify the price tag. In my opinion, the best feature of this package is auto lane change, but other than that, every feature is buggy or unreliable enough that I actually never use it. So why does Tesla sell it for so much? Because it includes auto steer on city streets coming later this year, as it currently states. Auto steer currently works on freeways and works incredibly well, and the addition of auto steer on city streets would be close to full self-driving, meaning that one day your car could drive entirely by itself. Elon Musk has set this goal for a while now, after their Autonomy Day back in 2019. They detailed their self-driving computer and their plan to make a vision-only system capable of level 5 autonomy and a robotaxi fleet. Back in 2019, Elon said, quote, next year for sure, we will have over 1 million robotaxis on the road. Clearly, this has not occurred, and it seems that Tesla is still years away from achieving anything like that. Their full self-driving beta came out last year and was very impressive, but for the last few months it has been quiet on that front as they transition to what they are calling Tesla Vision for full self-driving beta version 9. This one seems to be close, but every time Elon gives an update, it just gets further and further away. In April, he said probably 2 weeks for version 9. He also said that the full self-driving subscription coming in May was a sure thing. It's still not here. In May, he said 2 weeks. In early June, he said full self-driving would come in a week or two after Pure Vision coming that week. And this is why I have stopped reporting on this specific subject too much. It is now a joke amongst the biggest Tesla fans that Tesla features are coming in 2 weeks. Plaid Model 3, 2 weeks. Robotaxis, 2 weeks. Cybertruck, 2 weeks. In any case, these tweets have been the only updates we've gotten from Tesla regarding full self-driving and AI. Auto steer on city streets was promised on their website for last year. Then it said upcoming, and now it says this year. So most people are wondering, what is going on? Are they actually working on anything or just dragging people along for $10,000? Well, the latest update from Elon actually talked about holding an event, much like they did with the Plaid Model S deliveries. Elon said, quote, looking at holding Tesla AI Day in about a month or so. We'll go over progress with Tesla AI software and hardware, both training and interface. Purpose is recruiting. Tesla's vision and concept for full self-driving is entirely artificial intelligence based. They are training computers to analyze camera data to be able to have a car drive for itself. They are already using this system in hundreds of thousands of vehicles, and the data it collects, particularly when drivers disengage Autopilot, contribute to the learning of the self-driving neural network. It's a very long process, but it is agreed upon by many in the industry that the long-term solution for self-driving will be camera data. Nearly every other company trying to achieve self-driving currently is going all in on LiDAR, which Elon calls a fool's errand. Nobody has achieved it yet, but Elon's timelines have been the most ambitious. The thing about his 2 weeks updates is that it reduces consumer trust in Tesla's self-driving efforts, but they truly are just Elon's thoughts. His tweets are not fact, but they are taken as such, and I do feel that he could be much more careful with what he puts out there. I think he's over-ambitious with his timelines, but he likely has the best of intentions. When he says 2 weeks, he genuinely thinks it's 2 weeks away, and then it proves far harder than he ever thought each time around. In any case, Tesla is really working hard on this, and I think we'll absolutely see the results of this long term. We'll find out more on AI Day, but we just got some new information from Tesla's head of AI, who was speaking at an AI event over Zoom. He unveiled that Tesla has a new supercomputer, which is already the 5th most powerful in the world. It's going to be the predecessor to Tesla's upcoming Dojo computer that Elon has talked about for some time now. This computer will be used to train the neural network powering Autopilot and more advanced self-driving AI. All the data that is collected from Tesla's hundreds of thousands of vehicles needs to be processed off vehicle, and this current supercomputer is where that data is fed. This is a photo of the computer Tesla is currently using, and it is their 3rd supercomputer cluster. When talking about this computer, Tesla's head of AI said, quote, we have a neural net architecture network, and we have a data set, a 1.5 petabytes data set that requires a huge amount of computing. So I wanted to give a plug to this insane supercomputer that we are building and using now. For us, computer vision is the bread and butter of what we do and what enables Autopilot. And for that to work really well, we need to master the data from the fleet and train massive neural nets and experiment a lot. So we invested a lot into the computer. In this case, we have a cluster that we built with 720 nodes of 8x A100 of the 80 gigabyte version. So this is a massive supercomputer. I actually think that in terms of flops, it's roughly the number 5 supercomputer in the world. No real new information was given on the Dojo computer, but Karpathy said that it will be even better and optimized for the neural network training. Elon talked about this in a tweet back in 2020, saying Tesla is developing a neural net training computer called Dojo to process truly vast amounts of video data. It's a beast. Please consider joining our AI or computer/chip team if that sounds interesting. So it looks like Tesla is planning to take all of this a step further in their AI Day and go forward with even more of recruiting. In the near term, Tesla has created quite a messy situation selling their $10,000 full self-driving suite, but they are truly working insanely hard on achieving full self-driving with the hardware included in their cars and solving AI problems by training the neural network with their incredibly powerful supercomputer. Still, if you're buying a new Tesla, I recommend waiting to buy the full self-driving package, since they should offer a subscription soon and the timeline is very unclear as I detailed. We'll see where they go from here, but version 9 of the beta should be coming this year. It has been 2 weeks for a while now, and Elon usually delivers even if it is late, so I would guess that we will see it delivered to beta testers at least by the end of this year. Next up, some big news for the Tesla Model Y coming out of Berlin. Giga Berlin will be building the Model Y for the European market, and Tesla has yet to ship Model Ys there, even though it has been out for over a year in the United States. Giga Berlin will be making the Model Y with their new 4680 battery cells, but now a new report is stating that Tesla will be making dual production lines to ensure production regardless of 4680 battery timing. Earlier this year, Elon said, quote, we're not yet at a point where we think the cells are reliable enough to be put in cars. We think we're close to that point. We've already ordered the equipment for battery production in Berlin and Austin as well. We're down to the nitty-gritty on this. I'm confident that we'd achieve volume production of the 4680 next year. At the same time, they're planning to produce the Model Y with those cells this year. So it raises the question as to what they will do if the foundational battery cells to make these cars are not ready. Well, as this report states, Tesla will be setting up a production line for the Model Y as we know it now, alongside the production line for the new Model Y, with 4680 cells and structural battery pack as detailed at Battery Day. Essentially, this is a backup line to ensure that they will begin Model Y production in November out of Berlin, regardless of new 4680 battery cell availability or proven functionality. On the one hand, this could really mean that Tesla is not having luck getting their cells ready as fast as they had hoped. That could be very possible and makes sense coming after the sudden cancellation of the Plaid Plus Model S. On the other hand, this could truly be a backup plan, but it seems like a very pricey and tough logistical backup plan if they are doing it just in case. I would guess that they really need to make normal Model Ys as they are now in order to get Berlin production underway and eventually shift all of their factories to their new 4680 battery cells once they are ready to go. But what are your thoughts? Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Over at Giga Berlin, new drone photos have shown multiple Model Y bodies produced and ready to be painted inside the factory. These photos show at least 2 different Model Y bodies created in Giga Berlin getting painted. This seems to be a primer, but could also signify Tesla testing out a new paint color for the Model Y in Berlin. Either way, Tesla is planning for a much more advanced version of their current paint shop in Berlin. Elon said back in April of 2020 that, quote, Giga Berlin will have world's most advanced paint shop with more layers of stunning colors that subtly change with curvature. There are a lot of new technologies being implemented at Giga Berlin for Texas, and the development of the 4680 Model Y will be the most interesting to see. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, you can check out the latest about some new features coming to the Model S soon by checking out the video linked over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.